Thank you very much. Now we are ready for the main event of the evening, and this is going to be a title fight, National Bantamweight Championship, over 12 rounds between Raymond Commey and Michael Decardi Nelson. But before that, let me invite our lady to display the title that is there for the taking, and let me humbly invite the marketing director of Ghana Football Association, Jamil Morabi, to come to the ring, because the Black Galazes have made it to the CHAN 2023. They've won their game today when they lost the game by 2-0. When they venture into the penalty shootout, they won it by 5-4. Shall we put our hands together for our local Black Stars, please? Jamil, let me have you to the ring. Let me have you to the ring, and we are waiting for the officials for this bout. We have Judge 1, Mensa Kako, Judge 2, Erasmus O, and Judge 3, Clement Ashon. The man in charge of this fight is Shadrach Akwe. Jamil Murabi, now you are the director of marketing for Ghana Football Association. We thank you very much for coming to grace the occasion. You were here 2 weeks ago. You are here today. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. The team just arrived at Kotoka International Airport on charter flight. We're very proud of them.
Wonderful. Now, congratulations for qualifying to the World Cup. Now, what does it mean to qualify for the CHAN?
Of course, it gives the platform for our local players, the Black Stars. And you know, out of this tournament, a lot of players will go overseas and continue to be professionals outside the country. So it's good for the senior team, the Black Stars. Wonderful.
They've arrived. I know some of them are watching you live on Max Television. What message do you have for them and their technical team?
To the CHAN. You know, we're going to Algeria now, and once we go there, you know, it's nothing but the gold. So we hope that after we come back from the World Cup, we can go out and win that one for as well.
Thank you very much. Any message to the GBA president? Abraham Kochanikwe is doing a wonderful job. Any message from the Ghana Football Association?
Yes, I mean, I think the way they are organizing the things here, if we don't pull our weight in football, boxing will overtake us.
Why do you think that boxing will overtake you?
No, I said if we don't pull our weight. Okay. If we don't, boxing can come, but we will fight.
You will fight. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you. Shall we put our hands together for Jamil Morabi, is the marketing director of Ghana Football Association. Now, the GBA president would have to join us as we welcome the boxers for the main event of the evening. The referee for this bout is Shadrach Akwe. He is the technical director of Ghana Boxing Authority. Now, shall we please welcome the boxer, Michael Decardi Nelson.
The devil I go try if he spite you. So what? Who you are go smite to? Yeah. I hunt you for this. Some of them I go come like first. Them I go sit and join with you, but they want to kill you. Enough things in my life to say. Some in a friend, none of them no way. Anything, some me pray for job for everything. I just hide me from my enemy. Them never read them. Kill all of them with prayers. I just hide me from all of them fake friends. Me no want them come near me. We kill all of them with prayers. Enough of them a spread propaganda. Enough when me know have a big agenda. Them envy you in a your island. Burn them with lightning and thunder. See me fight, see me goal. Them see me rise, higher eyes, still we going. Me wonder why them worry about me. Me not chat, silence is cold. See me fans, them a proud boy. So Japan a mission, so me start all this. Me see enough of them a my open. Jah guide me as me travel through the guide me from my enemy. Them because me never read them. Kill all of them with prayer.
So shall we invite some personalities to join us? Our uncle from Max TV, please join us. Join us in the ring. Salim, please, with your team, we want you to come to the ring. And let me also invite our first vice president and the second vice president. Join us in the ring for this national title fight. Join us in the ring. Now, John Manfo, executive board member, please join us. And let me have this gentleman join us in the ring. Thank you very much. Now, shall we please welcome the boxer Raymond Commey. Shall we also have the Adonko team? If they are here, can we have them? Thank you very much.
Confia tomo somo mi shasoma bono gbeowi. Confia tomo somo mi shasoma bono gbeowi. Awo meni apa, adena wanu be asem. Awo meni apa, adena wanu be asem. Yo wakbasane biye no, be anu ye choko. Yo wakbasane biye no, be anu yo fanko. Na 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 na, skinkiri na 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 na. Na 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 na, de na 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 eh. Nyandu papa, milia kene ke ubafi. Nyandu papa, milia kene ke ubafi. Milia na kuwe, kule michi, milia na kuwe, kule michi. Nge, nya utam yeshi kanu. Chata tam yeshi kanu. Shut up. Freedom.
So, Domiabra Asafokocho, if you are here, kindly join us. And Ni Ashalaja is also here. Can we have him here? So now, Ni Bubuashi is also here. Where is Ni Bubuashi? Can we have you here? Ni Bubuashi, thank you very much. This is how we can all celebrate boxing. Now we are all ready for the main event of the evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, Mr. DJ, let's get ready for the national anthem of Ghana. And let's get ready. Shall we please stand on our feet? Shall we stand on our feet to observe the national anthem of Ghana? Thank you very much. So you can all take your seat. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you for coming. Now we are getting ready for the official introduction of the two boxes. If you're watching this live, you are on Max Television, the leading TV station in Ghana and beyond. Today is the Luxury Professional Boxing League Week number 12, and this is the main event of the evening, and this is the moment all of us are waiting for. But I can courtesy of IMAX Media Promotions and Ghana Boxing Authority, support coming from the Luxury Page, Renault, Technomobile, Maxbuy, and TCR. Now let's get ready for the introduction of the officials. Judge 1, Me Mensah Akako. Judge 2, Erasmus O, and Judge 3, Clement Sean. Now introducing the boxer fighting out from the blue corner. This evening spotted in the black and white outfits, red and white shoe, and yellow gloves to match. With the weight of 118 pounds, this is a boxer who was born at Busia here in Accra from the Akotaku Boxing Academy. This is the man with the official record of 7 fights, 6 wins, 1 draw. 5 of the wins came by way of knockout. Presenting to you the boxer Michael Decardi Nelson. Switching over to the red corner, one of the most credible, durable boxing Ghana has ever produced. This is the man with the massive record of 30 fights, 20 wins. 10 of the wins came by way of knockout with just about 10 defeats. This is the man from the Palm Spring Boxing Gymnasium. This is the man who was born at Choco here in Accra. So he got a nickname, Choco Banku. This is the man with the weight of 115 pounds. Presenting to you the man, Raymond Commey. And the man in charge of this fight is Shadrach Akwe, the technical director of Ghana Boxing Authority.
Gentlemen, I need clean fight. You must defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves and good luck to both of them.
Round 1.
Viewers, here we go with the National Bantamweight Championship title at stake. We've got 2 boxers who are yet to have a go at each other, and this evening gives them an opportunity. And of course, the task ahead is to lay claim to the Bantamweight title. So Raymond Commey is in the black and white trunks, and he's taking on, I beg your pardon, Raymond Commey is in the green and yellow trunks. He's taking on Michael Decardi Nelson. Raymond Commey is known as Choco Banku, and his opponent, Michael Decardi Nelson, I understand, is also known as Mayweather. So these 2 boxers definitely will lay claim to fame tonight. Interesting facts and figures we're picking up from these 2 boxers. Still with me in commentary position, Nana Sam Gold will be telling us a lot more, and of course Derek will also be filling in the blank spaces as we go through. But interesting facts and figures prior to this matchup. Let's see what the 2 boxers will offer. Choco Banku has over 30 fights up his sleeve, and so he comes in as the most experienced. But that was a quick one there, trying the uppercut from Decardi Nelson. Decardi Nelson, I told you, is also known as Mayweather, and he's taking on the Choco Banku. So it's experience on the part of Choco Banku, youthful exuberance on the part of Decardi Nelson. This fight is scheduled for 12. There's a title at stake. This was preceded by the national anthem of Ghana. Lots of action, lots of swift body movement as well. Keeping his opponent at bay, Decardi Nelson. A couple of jabs, right hand leading. Tries to connect to the head. Into the last 10 seconds. Nothing really to separate these 2 boxers, and I'm sure the action will continue right in the second half. But first round, we've seen both boxers, we've had a feel of them. Nothing clearly to show in the difference apart from youthful exuberance and experience.
Prince, you've said it all. Earlier we saw Michael Tete and Eric Kwan, where we also saw some experience and youthful exuberance. The first 2 rounds went for the youthful exuberance, and then after the third round we saw the experience taking over. Now we are in the next bout where we have Raymond Commey, who is a much more experienced, a lot of rounds in boxing, and then Michael Decardi, who is known as the Mayweather of Ghana. And if you heard what John Zill clearly threw a punch to other boxers in his way. Decardi Nelson is one of the bantamweight guys Zill is talking about. The other has to be Gosh.
Okay.
So these are the guys that John Zill threw the points to. So we are expecting them to respond in due course. Yeah, I can hear my brother on my right saying, "What no, who fight?" I mean, John Zill is saying that
we need to put the best in the division together.
John Zill is saying that if you claim to be a champion around the bantamweight,
so that message was actually meant for Decardi Nelson.
For Decardi Nelson and Gosh. Yes. So. Wow.
It's interesting. You see, and the way they come out to dare each other. You know, they are not scared. They are not afraid.
They know
if you say you are the champion, come and let's fight.
That's it.
Okay, so we've got 2 bantam. Yes,
for John Zille, I am part of his management team. We have a roadmap for him.
Okay.
Actually,
the roadmap does not include
Decardi Nelson and Gosh. In actual fact, we did a story, an interview, and then we called out Gosh.
Okay.
But then we would like to tread cautiously, and then at the right time, all those matchups will come up.
But the best of the best of the best will have to meet. So we separate the man from the boy.
Well, that's it. Look at the way this young Decardi Nelson is fighting. A very young boy, doing well. We saw what John Zill came into the ring to do. If you see Gosh, clearly you know that he's also a good boxer. I mean, I always talk about the management of these guys, and I'm happy that Nana Gold is in the John Zill camp. I know what he can do.
Yeah.
The management of these boys, for me, is priority. It's not about the boys not doing well. It's not about they not having the ring craftsmanship, but how to manage them off the ring is, for me, the most important. If they are managed well, I believe that they are the guys with passion. They are guys who, I mean, they don't play with their training. The other bit, when it's done well, maybe with some good diets and stuff, I think that within the next 2-3 years, one of these young men should, after Dogbe, they should follow up in that area.
You see, the reason why I'm thrilled about this is that it gives the bantamweight division, especially, fight continues, and again is the swaying of Commey. Decardi Nelson, well, I would want to believe that the tactic is a very fair one. Look for that opening. He keeps his opponent at bay with the left jab, and then times a hook with a right. This time, hook went with the left. Commey builds up slowly. Well, it's just the second round, but it's getting a lot more interesting.
Not joke with Luna's family, I am it.
End of the round, and of course, both boxers keeping the pressure, keeping themselves on their toes. Now, there's one statistic, viewers, and we need to share this with you. What is that statistic? Because I understand that there's a gentleman, there's a manager in the middle of these two boxers.
Well, I may not have the full fact, but I know that Decardi Nelson is managed by one gentleman in the US whose brother is also a gym owner and the gym owner of one of our gyms in Ghana. And they are doing all that they can to ensure that Decardi Nelson becomes a world champion, and this is an opportunity for him. If he's able to win the national title, it means that it's still opening a way for him to get to Africa and then Commonwealth and then to the world. So it's a plan. They also have a target for him to ensure that he becomes a world champion.
Wow. Okay, so into the third round of this bout, which is scheduled for 12. There's a national bantamweight title at stake, bringing the best of the bantamweight together. And pressure mounting by being put on Commey by Decardi. And of course, the name Commey almost always rings a bell when it comes to Ghana boxing. It's a household boxing name, and here's one of them. Big shot to the body, to the head of Commey by Decardi. Tries to hook again, but Commey walks out of trouble. Commey, known as the Choco Banku, in the green and yellow, and it's the Mayweather of Ghana, Michael Decardi Nelson. Michael keeps his jab up, laughs over that. Quick smile, and the battle continues. Commey walks and dodges out of that. That intended left hook by Decardi, not seeing the effectiveness so far, but obviously keeping the pressure on as the fight continues. It's scheduled for 12. This is the National Bantamweight Championship. Fans have really been waiting for this bout, and here it is. Walking through the process this time around. This bout is being handled by experienced referee judge Shadrach Akwe. He's also the technical director of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Now here goes a couple of punches being thrown. Good block from Commey. Hook to the head, a jab to the head, all from Decardi Nelson, and Decardi does well to keep the momentum flowing. Got shot to the head. End of the round, and again is good enough. A fair idea of what to do in the coming rounds. It's getting tighter and tighter, and obviously the two boxers are ready to show what they are made of.
Well, Prince, as much as you see Decardi Nelson showing some bit of skill, I think that Raymond Commey is also not coming, for him to just hit him with the blows. He does well to move out from danger anytime he gets into. But I can say that Michael Decardi Nelson is doing so well and showing some bit of ring craftsmanship. It's moving very well and using the jab, the jab very, very well to ensure that he won't get into danger. To ensure Raymond Commey will always move back anytime it intends to come forward. Michael tries to use the jab to ensure that he throws him away, backward.
Seconds out. Round.
Fight is getting interesting as we get into the middle stages of the bout. Is round 4. It's scheduled for 12 as a championship bout, a national bantamweight championship bout between Raymond Commey, also known as Choco Banku. And Choco Banku is taking on Ghana's answer to Mayweather, Michael Decardi Nelson. Good shots there as Commey walked into that punch, and again. The uppercut style of boxing may not have landed their most effective results. And Commey keeps coming forward. Obviously, the most experienced of the two boxers, being in tougher battles. 30 bouts to his credit. 10 of the wins have come by way of knockout. And keeping close tabs on Decardi. Raymond Commey trains in the Palm Springs gym. And I'm sure his presence in the gym, that's a wild miss there from Decardi. His presence in the gym obviously gives a lot of hope to the younger generation of boxers. Still coming forward. Putting pressure on Decardi and Derek. I mean, there's probably nothing to tell in terms of the difference. He's coming forward, he's putting pressure on the younger Decardi. Decardi seems to be giving out the punches, but again, Commey is unperturbed.
I'm enthused about the kind of performance he's giving us. I mean, he's the older one, but he is rather giving pressure to, he's ensuring that Michael will do more work.
Yeah.
If he's even going to win, he has to ensure that he works for the win. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's been chasing Michael from the first minutes of the bout.
Exactly.
So now he's really doing well. And he's holding his cover very well. So you could see that Decardi Nelson is throwing good jabs, but he's still ensuring that he's pushing him to do even more. And I think it's a good fight.
Trying to take the fight to Decardi now. Couple of left jabs.
Unfortunately, what I don't like about Raymond is that he's not giving us that number of punches I expect him to do. He's really doing the covering well and pushing Michael to work hard. But then I want to see him coming out with some jabs. I want to see him coming out with some uppercuts and some hooks. That is what I want to see now. He's doing the covering very well, but he must come out with good punches as well.
And he also looks like, in the beginning, it was like Raymond Commey wanted to drag Decardi Nelson into deeper waters, but it looks like Decardi Nelson is standing his ground. He has invested into the body, and that may tell as the fight goes on. Yeah.
Well, it's getting interesting. Every round is bringing something out of these two boxers. Now, clearly, we have seen that Decardi is hungry for success, but he's got a stumbling block in front of him, and that's the Choco Banku himself, Raymond Commey. Let's see what happens in round 5 of this bout. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. It's for the national bantamweight title. And again, the boxers will have a go at each other. Now this time around, at least the first 2-3 rounds, we saw we saw an improved component in terms of the two boxers, in terms of the output. And now there's a lot more of the throwing of punches by both boxers, and that's a big one. A left from Choco Banku. Tries to go in once again, works on the body, quick one to the head of Decardi. And anytime Decardi takes a hefty punch from Choco Banku, he responds with a smile, walks out of trouble. Good one to the head of Commey, that's good enough. But Commey keeps coming forward. He seems to be the drive. He seems to be the predator in this bout.
Prince, I saw Commey's corner. I urge him to chase the young man, but the young man has very good artistic. He's moving. Look at Commey's corner. they are pushing him to chase the young man. But the young man is not perturbed. I think that he's done a lot of good training, and that is what is helping him. I mean, he's dodging when he's supposed to dodge and throwing, basic punches to ensure that he push Raymond Commey back. But Raymond Commey, he's not giving up. He's still chasing the young man.
I'm not too sure whether the tactic by Mayweather, that's Decardi, is working, because anytime he gets into the art of the fisticuff, Commey still keeps coming forward.
And that's the difficulty. That's what you find difficult in a bout. I mean, it's difficult for Decardi Nelson to have control over the game because Raymond is pushing him behind. So now he has to adapt a new approach, that is to throw the jab, just get a point through the jabs instead of going in fighting. Okay. Because Raymond is good. I think he has a heavier punch than him. But the young man is doing well, I can say.
Commey still walking through the rounds. The experience of the two boxers, he's been around for a while. Looks more or less like a master-student relationship. He's taking everything that is being thrown at him and he keeps coming forward. Good shot to the head. Into the last 10 seconds, he now tries to chase. Good footwork from the younger Decardi and receives the applause from the fans. Son, is the tactic where Decardi smile?
Banco
he obviously has the confidence.
Yeah, Banco is an old guard, but for what I'm saying now, although Decardi has to tread very cautiously, I am still not impressed with his level of ferocity. If he deems himself ready to take on the world, he should be able to handle the likes of Banco quite comfortably. At this stage of Banco's career, is somewhat more of a gatekeeper. So young guns like Decardi Nelson should be able to dispatch people like Banco off with a bit of ease. But now I see that Banco is giving him a good for his money, which I'm not too impressed about.
All right, so we are gradually marching on. We're soldering on. It's a battle for the national bantamweight title. We're in round 6. This is scheduled for 12. So continues as before, but this time around it looks like Decardi wants to take the game to the veteran. Veteran response. Couple of jabs thrown by both boxers. Not too sure what the instructions were during the end of the round, but we've gone past the halfway mark. And it is still Commey who's coming forward. Now, Derek, obviously, Commey has been in some tough fights. So I'm sure this may not be one of the toughest yet.
No, but and also he has nothing to lose at his level. I mean, he's fought over 30, won about 20, he lost about 10. So losing is not an issue for him. So he would definitely give the young man who needs the win at all costs. He would give him. He doesn't mind. He will just chase him. Let the young man do whatever he thinks he can do to him. He's not afraid. I mean, he's fought on very difficult platform, so this is not any difficult fight for him. What, like Nana Gold said, we expect Mayweather to do more than he's doing. We expect him to do more than he's doing. We expect him to stand and to ensure that he dispatch Commey, a bit faster than he's doing. But I mean, anybody sitting at home thinking that when the bout, you would think that Decardi Nelson has got some a veteran to dispatch so easily. But now you will be rewriting your script. That is not just a mere walkover fight. The old man is giving the young man a run for his money, and if he doesn't take care, we are going for 12 rounds. If the energy is not there, it will be a difficult run for him. So he should also ensure that he restores some of the energy. We are just in the 6th round, and the veteran has a lot of energy, and if he doesn't take care, things will go wrong for him.
I see. Sam, and one thing I'm seeing is that Raymond Commey is not scared at all of Decardi's power. It looks like it is Decardi's power is something that Raymond Commey can take all night, and it will not worry him at all. And so he's ready to take a few punches to get close, just to dish his own dose.
Wild punches now, empty gas from Commey. He may be the veteran, he may be the older, but he looks trim. Constant training, I guess. Looking for that big shot. Crowd getting behind Decardi.
Please, I think the last 1 minute, Decardi has done well. The last one, what I saw in the last one, he brought Commey to the middle and was able to manage the fight. I think this is what we want to see him do. He must do something extra, not just the normal jumps and running away. He should, at this level, he should be able, if you want to be a world champion, you should be able to get over 5 difficult fights like this. Show a lot of quality, either than running around the ring and throwing just a jab. And it's not a boxer without heavy punches. So it just will not be a problem to Commey, who will always chase him, knowing that the kind of punches coming from Decardi is not that treacherous, it's not that dangerous. He will always come to him and ensure that he chases him. So Decardi should also stand and ensure that he throws the necessary blows, get to Commey, and ensure that Commey gets tired. He should ensure that Commey gets tired, because Commey is the older man. He should do some more work. We want to see him doing work very hard to ensure that yes, when we say this is a world champion in the making, we have something good to say about him.
Commey is making it very difficult for Decardi to work hard, and I guess at the end of it all, it will be worth Decardi's while that he's fought a veteran such as Commey. Sure, he's going to learn a lot from the experience.
Yeah, but one thing lacking from his repertoire is the power. I remember in 2019 when Wasiru Mohammed Jatabi fought Raymond Commey right here at the BUKOM Boxing Arena. The fight was over by round 2. You know, that tells you that there are levels to this game, and Decardi Nelson is being hyped up as somebody who is a world title prospect. So my point is that if you are going to take on the world and you're going to take the world by storm, you should be able to just go through these kind of tests very easily. These tests should be for you a walk in the park.
But I think these tests, I do agree that they should be in a walk in the park, but the older generation would not want to go down or out without putting up a fight. You know, and this is obviously what is keeping the fans a lot more interested in this bout. Sure, they're all wondering, why is it taking the younger generation to, you know, as it were, score points over the older generation? But experience almost always plays a very good part when it comes to these bouts. So I think that is going to be a very good learning curve for Decardi, having a tough time over Commey, but we'll also know at the end of the day that it's been worth his while. Good body shots now. Commey is just at the receiving end and is walking through everything. It's like a hot knife going through, or knife going through hot butter. Good order for the two boxers. They're still having a go at each other. It's round 7. It's scheduled for 12 rounds with a national bantamweight title at stake. And for those who may not have experienced the quality that this young man, Michael Decardi, has, this evening has been a very good opportunity. As Nana Sam Gold rightly said, touted to be one of the prospects when it comes to world title winning opportunities. There's still a long way. Little bit of showboating by the younger Decardi to end the round.
I'm flying like heaven. Good push highway like heaven. Show me a light, I be raving. God, me do so high like you can give up. If we can get the reason and the white paper, machine fire, grab sense and paper. Gonna last super the wall labor. My high, yo, you got my super me guy. No rules tonight, cause we cannot feel the light. The world is going round and round, I cannot see the sky, but I'm still okay. These are better than cocaine. Pass me another one. I got no one to blame. Come in, no send me a bandage. She say she lay me. No police, but she lay me right over my head.
Fight wears on now is a national bantamweight championship with a national title at stake between two boxers, Raymond Commey in the green and yellow, Michael Decardi Nelson. This is round 8. It's scheduled for 12. Still have 4 more rounds to go. It's been an even battle. And nearly lost a step there, Commey. Had to backpedal quickly to maintain his stance. I'm sure Decardi would want to take an opportunity from that.
And I like what Decardi just did. When he had his man hurt, he didn't just go head hunting. He rather chose to go to the body. A very, very good sign. That's a very, very good technique. When you have your man hurt, the body might be moving, the head might be moving, but the body will just be there always. So
a wild miss by Commey. Looks like in the corner.
Banku's in trouble now.
Yeah. So once the enemy is hurt, you go to the body.
Prince, I see Choco Banku now retiring. I think that is retiring. The young man is giving. Yes, so that is why the young boy, I don't know, the corner is good. They thought it's
staggers once again.
I told you.
He staggers once again, Commey. Are the legs strong enough? And I think Decardi clearly has noticed that. Would want to take the advantage. Fight continues.
I think that the corner of Commey must do the honorable thing and retire their boxer. He's an old warrior. He has paid his dues, and he who fights and runs away obviously lives for another day.
Prince,
well, you're asking for his retirement. Prince, how can he fight another day?
Exactly. I mean, I disagree with Dalago. I mean, where is he retiring to? The man is already on his way. Let him finish the run so that he goes home comfortably. He can't retire now. He should be there and fight back.
Sure. Well, in the hearts of many boxing guru. Commey has paid his dues, like you both agree. But he obviously would want to go out in a respectable way. Seems to have recovered from that earlier stagger.
Most boxers would not like to give up in a fight. Most boxers will repeat their old adage that they always go out on their shit. But how many boxers after a fight how many boxers have taken a point improvement after making our motherland a beat and I'm sure that at this point the win is way beyond the Montgomery's reach. And it doesn't look likely that he will be able to knock out Decardi Nelson. So I think that to save the boxer from further punishment, the corner should do the wise thing and just pull him out. It's not in a boxer's mindset to quit. Quit is not in their game. So in that case, the boxer must do the corner must do the boxer a favor and pull them out.
Prince, I think that the Raymond is suffering from some energy deficiency. He doesn't have much energy now.
Okay.
Because I told you that it's a 12th round bout. So when you are chasing your opponent, you should know that there are other rounds for you to fight. It's not a 6 rounder, it's not a 8 rounder, it's a 12th round bout. So you must try and store some of the energy for the other rounds, and that is what Commey did not do. He was going all out, and now it looks like, he's a bit tired. The young man is taking advantage, and he's throwing the blow at the right places. He's working on the body, and that is very good for him.
Fight going on gradually. We're getting to the closing stages. It's the 9th round. It's scheduled for 12. A little bit of a respite for Commey. Let's see how that plays as an advantage for him. Still throwing those jabs to keep his opponent Decardi at bay.
Prince, what do you see? I see a young man who has now realized that his opponent has lost some bit of energy. So in this 9th round, you know that he's come in the middle, stand toe to toe with Raymond, who hitherto was the one doing the chasing. Yeah. Now the young man is standing there because he knows that yes, the veteran has lost some stamina and he can do a lot. So it's no more going backwards. It's now standing toe to toe with him, and that is good. It means that the young man understands what the kind of work he's doing. You have to study your opponent and know his weakness, and then you use his weakness against him.
And I think more so the fact that he's been able to rattle Commey a few times, especially in the round gone by. Obviously would give him the edge to see whether he can close in now. Oh, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. Referee will have to ensure that Decardi is good enough to continue, and I'm sure that the needful will be done. It's another caution to the veteran. Let's get it on, says Shadrach Akwe. Well, Derek, I couldn't agree with you more. The assertion very, very clear. Obviously, the steam seems to have gone down on the part of Commey. Tries to catch up with his opponent and goes in for... Oh, he pushes him out of the ring. Not too sure if desperate times call for desperate measures.
It is. At times, desperation will take you to a level that you don't plan to go. I mean, it's clearly is desperate. The young man is giving a lot of when they were in the corner. You know, the young man realized that he's getting in a difficult moment, so he tried to use a strategy to come out.
Yeah.
And you know, as experienced as Raymond is, he will not give you the chance to get out of that. He will ensure that he works on your body, and that's what he tried doing.
Now Icardi wants to take the initiative.
Some solid punches landed right there by Decardi. I don't know how long Raymond can continue taking this punishment, sustained punishment over rounds.
And Icardi is showing that he's got some dexterity. Walks out of trouble there. But let's give credit to the veteran.
Great show.
Commey has really stood up.
A show of bravado on the part of Commey, but as it sounds now, a point win is beyond his reach. A point win is beyond his reach, and also a good testament to the stamina level of Decardi Nelson. He has never gone past the 6th or 8th round, but today or tonight we are seeing him, and he's going into the 10th round, and he has shown some great levels of energy, and that's kudos to his team, his coach in Akotoku, Coach Elvis Robertson, who is also a member of the technical team of the Black Bombers. They've done a great job on Michael Decardi Nelson.
Second out, round 10.
We're still here live from the BUKOM Boxing Arena action stations now as we get into round 10 of the bout scheduled for 12. This is for the national bantamweight title, and it's Raymond Commey in green and yellow, also known as Choco Banku, taking on his opponent Michael Decardi Nelson, also known as Mayweather. It's been interesting so far, right from round 1. The veteran has really gone through the rounds, and to take it from where Sam left off, Decardi must also be given some amount of credit for going to a 12-round bout, something he's not done before, I gather. And so he's also shown that he's got the staying power coupled with his determination. I would want to think that Raymond Commey has really been in a battle. And I don't think the legs would carry him too far, though, but he's still in there battling it out.
And you look at the resume of Decardi Nelson. He debuted on the professional ranks last year in the month of April. That was on the Jamestown Fight Night right here at the BUKOM Boxing Arena. He fought against another prospect known as Moses Ejay Selvi. That fight was a barn burner, and it actually ended in a draw. So Michael Decardi's debut fight was a draw against Moses Ejay Selvi.
So which gives clear impetus to, you know, the I won't say the thought, but the notion that he's a prospect to look out for.
Sure. And Ejay Selvi, who drew with Nelson in his first fight, has gone on to win all other 5 fights by knockout.
Well, quality is there from Icardi, taking the fight to Commey once again. And into the clinch they go now. All Commey needs to do is to stand on those feet of his and fight on to the end. But Icardi needs to pull something spectacular, maybe.
And Prince, we were here yesterday at the weigh-in, and we saw the fact that Decardi Nelson had to go and do some jogging before coming back to make the exact weight.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he can continue at the bantamweight division, but these are young chaps, have to be disciplined at keeping their weight.
Opening up nicely, putting Commey into the corner. He walks out and he's quick to dodge, trying to show some showboating there. But Derek, how important is it? Nana has raised a valid point. How important is it for these younger generation of boxers to keep to their weight? I was with him yesterday at the weigh-in, and most often than not, boxers would have to do some extra work to shed some weight.
I'm happy Nanago raised that issue. Earlier, I spoke about management of these boxers, and this is one of the reasons why I said that I've always advocated for, their managers. Even if you cannot pay a dietitian, I think that Kolebu is close to this place. Just get a doctor friend so that they will direct you for free. What can you do for him? Give him ticket to come for your bouts. Come and sit at the ringside and enjoy. Build bridges with people you can't pay. And it's very important. If these young boxers cannot maintain their weight, they cannot work to stay in their weight, it's a problem, which we must say. He's not the only person. I have heard one of these young boxers coming up. He went out there to fight, and it was difficult for him to stay in his weight. And we need people to help them. And one of those is this dietitian to teach them what to eat. It's very, very important to stay around your weight. Very, very important.
Well, I know the GBA for a fact has ringside doctors, etc. And when they go through the weigh-in, they also go through the medical checks. I'm not too sure if a dietitian is part of the setup.
Yeah, most of our boxers and managements are not able to afford the services of these specialists. But wow. I think I watched when I caught he was due to fight Fernando Vargas in the year 2000. I watched a documentary before the fight, and I saw the kind of diet that Fernando Vargas was taking.
Has to go through. So we need to add the dietitians to
and
the
you watch
regimen.
And you watch the food on his plate. You saw leaves here, and I saw tablets, pills as part of his diet. Yes.
Wow.
The food that was on his table to eat, I saw pills as part of it.
Now, I know those things are very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then also there is something I saw on the net. Most of the boxers in Europe and outside, they have this facility called the hyperbaric chamber.
Oh! The legs are gone. The legs are gone. And Decardi will throw everything at Commey now. No. Commey is doing well to hang on. Oh, that was a straight rocket punch. Commey is still standing on his feet, but he needs help. He definitely needs help. So here we go once again. Oh, he's dazed. He's dazed. The legs will carry him, but for how long? Decardi misses a few of the punches, giving opportunity to Commey to sort of reclaim some stability. But it's a give and take affair now. Decardi wants to go all out. He's ready. Commey is now throwing empty air. One to the head of Commey. Still on his feet. Another one, not the best of left hooks. And it looks like Decardi has taken his foot off the pedal, and Commey will be saved by the bell.
Prince, if Decardi Nelson wants to be a champion, he must get serious. I mean, Raymond was nowhere to be found. At a point, he didn't know what was going on in the ring, and I expected Decardi Nelson to just finish the bout. I don't know, but clearly, if you want to be a champion, these are some of the attributes of a champion. You got your opponent in a situation where you must finish the bout. I didn't know at the point. I don't know whether he was tired. Just look at what he was doing. When your opponent is dazed and doesn't know where he was, doesn't know what he was doing, just go in and finish the bout.
And we go have a lot of fun. So jump to the center, move one leg like this, bounce it.
I believe that it has more to do with Raymond Commey's resilience than a lack of effort from Decardi. Decardi put in everything, but then Commey was going nowhere. So I think that we are in for a fight. It looks like we'll go on the long haul and we might settle for a point victory.
So it's been a battle from round 1, and the bell has sounded for 3 minutes of what should be the decider. Both boxers embrace each other, and then after that, it's going to be 3 rounds, or 3 minutes, I should say, of boxing. Prior to this round, the opportunity was there for Decardi to end it all. A punch that staggered Raymond Commey. Not too sure what the corner will tell Decardi, but I'm sure they'll tell him that, well, the last 3 minutes is yours. And I'm sure that after the end of the fight, if Commey is still on his feet, he will receive a round of applause. Shot to the head of Commey, shook him a little bit, but will come back looking for an opportunity. And you realize that now his guard has gone down quite considerably.
Yeah, and his face is a bit puffy now. He doesn't look himself. And even at the point where he was dazed, you could see his coach, Moses Domenya, a former boxer, urging him to fight on. But you just wonder where Commey finds the strength to keep fighting on, in spite of all the hefty punches being dished out by young Decardi Nelson.
Well, don't forget he's been in about 30 battles.
Yeah, sure.
So obviously, I'm sure the experience would also count.
Raymond Commey has fought multiple times in the UK, and he's also fought once in China. He's a well-traveled boxer.
So there you have it. He's down, but certainly not disgraced. Unnecessary showboating now by Decardi Nelson. It's quite obvious that on the cards of the judges, he probably would carry the day. It's been a fight, it's been a battle worth its name. And whoever puts that national bantamweight title round his waist will be a worthy ambassador of it, no doubt.
Yeah, so in the year 2016, in February, Raymond Commey traveled all the way to China and fought again Hiao Hung Q. Lost by a unanimous decision over 12 rounds.
Okay.
Fought against Hiao Hung Q.
So he's been in some tough battles. He's been in foreign land as well. Here he is fighting in front of his home fans in his home country.
Prince, I must say that this particular bout, you know, is good for a title. I mean, both boxers have done so well. Kudos to the older Raymond Commey, and good show by the young one. Mayweather of Ghana. Well, sweet fight.
We look at the resume of Raymond Commey. He lost against Albert Pagara in the Philippines. He went the full 10 rounds. He lost again Hiao Hung Q in China, full 12 rounds. He lost again against Felix Williams in 2017, went the full 12 rounds. He lost against former WBO bantamweight champion Isaac Saki. He went the full 12 rounds and lost.
Wow.
He also lost against Prince of the Pontani, who won his fight the first time ago.
Right. Shall we put our hands together for the boxers once again? This is coming from the port of Ghana Boxing Authority.
Well, strong
Let me once
boxer he
again
is.
invite
He obviously
Mr. Sefas Techi, the managing director of IMAX Media, the elder brother of the big man himself, Maxwell Techi. I know you're watching us live wherever you are. Let me also invite the man Alhaji Fati Fatah, the man director, the group director of the company IMAX Media. Let me invite you to just come for the verdicts. Once again, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for whatever happened today. And we also need to put our hands together for the referee for the day, Shadrach Akwe. Wonderful. We are waiting for the verdicts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before the verdicts, let me acknowledge the following personalities. We have from the U.S. Embassy, Mr. Greg Howell is here. Thank you very much for coming. We have from the Mexican Embassy, Homero Vasquez is also here. Thank you for coming. We have Mr. Salim, is our own brother, father here. From the German Embassy, we have Catherine Shraver, she's here. From the Suriname Embassy, the ambassador herself, she's here with us. Fidelia Grand Galon. Fidelia, thank you very much. She's here with the husband, Hermana Grant from Suriname. Thank you very much for coming. We also have Mr. Asomeni is here with the big man. Thank you so much. Alistair Slovey from the UK boxing enthusiast. Thank you so much. Mrs. Tando, she's also here. Thank you. From the Florida, USA, Osiko and friends is also here. Thank you so much, Osiko. Honorable Tetachai is here with us. We also thank Malam S. Al Hassan, marketing manager, is also here with us. Ni Achi Kuwawu is also here as a forte. Ni Kojo, thank you so much for coming. Christopher Atipo is also here from the Premium Motors Limited. That is Renault. Adonko, they are also here. Vincent Opari is the marketing director of Adonko. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Emmanuel Asamoah, country's management member, Ghana. Be Nice is also here with us. The big man himself, thank you so much for coming. And then Mr. Michael Annan from the Downs Promotions. Mr. Annan, thank you so much. Now we have the verdict. Shall we put our hands together for the two boxes? So can we have Honorable Ashon to join us? Honorable Ashon, wherever you are, please join us here. Thank you so much. Now we have the verdicts. Let me work on something. I'll get back to you. Let me work it out. I'll get back to you.
JP's a production.
So now we have the verdicts. Viewers, wherever you are, once again, thank you very much for being part of the Deluxe Professional Boxing League, and this is week number 12. Now the verdicts. Judge 1 scored about 108 to 120. Judge 2 scored about 108 to 120. And Judge 3 scored about 108 to 120. So by a unanimous point decision, the new national champion of Ghana, presenting to you the boxer Michael Decardi Nelson. Congratulations. So we have Emmanuel Asamoah from Binance helping the GBA president. Alhaji Fatifo Charlie is there to support him. Now thank you all for coming. Let me once again acknowledge a very, very important personality who has also seen to the development of boxing in this country. Now, before we go, let me also acknowledge James C. Norte, is the founder of Biseka Foundation. He has done a lot for some Ghanaian boxers. He has given scholarship to them. We thank Ebenezer Ouna, Carl Loco, technical coach, Akavi said Nete, technical coach. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate all of you. Also is here. So thank you very much. Now, let me talk to the champ. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, how do you feel?
I'm very good.
You feel good, but you fought against a very senior most boxer and experience. First of all,
I can respect Bale. He is a champion. She has fought me boxer and follow. He dream down. Mayweather follow. No have fought me. Mayweather skills say into. No, Mofia money Baba ready. I make ready.
Hey, come Mofia Baba, we are ready. Moko don't be a K Banyabo. Ewa, come here, mini Ginoni Hano, no stop play.
Come here, David. Fought me senior boxer. That's an normal respect and ringing.
You be an mini yomo yoka how fans.
Me to my came fans like America. Ke promoter ani feel promotion. GBA Erado. Ke me the manager Michael Tete. He popularly go as America and my team as well.
Thank you very much. Now, why me know you be in
First of all.
Ni onye
oh, manjama you are. Me to my jila rough roughs.
Oh, why you know?
Mele begeni. Mele so yo bantamweight catch me or me no match on world champion.
Oh, no problem. I make ready for everyone. She not going to get she here. The me in my challenge. Time need GBA in my press conference. Yeah, but you got boxing promotion. In by be faithful. You got to say fair be. Lord, the time no ni manager and me fu. The guy national bet aba. E ba pay. Ni say me ake wash cash. I get bank machine awo. Say me ake be condition. Say me have face sparring. Ni na ake oh if you ready. We are going for. Yeah, me. Biane no need me to my promise. He can't you ake. Biane he approve am. Many you ake nye my fair. Me award there. He call you word bet keba. Ni ma raise it. He can't you flag ke ayin. You know.
Ball no le.
No feel no le we ko bem.
E ka o no feel no kunuku.
Nene enye mi kula.
Yo nno.
Mi to ni ge president FA fight now. Okay. Mele it will be by now.
Okay, Echeba.
No go dey eleji. E so age Solomon me ko ti se poli age. Ka ge scam arena. No what mo post office na ga ba ko. He egbe efele. I'm very dangerous.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. So he is calling the bluff of this young boxer. Now, Choco Banku, you've lost the fight. Shinaka Obamodi wa adenche. I mean, you mo your fans.
Minda mo fame mo ni ba ko boxing. E da ke amete mo go bole ake manyima no no. Mi ka me na me egbe na me wi ako me ne egbo boxing enye.
Se Obamodi wa.
No ko me ni o mi peke di mi ta maka make di amedi yo wa ni. Si mi gba fa ake GBA bomode ne fe wet bet am. Mi pa GBA fa mi bomode na mi fe wet bet am ka fe wet bet am ma ko.
Ni ma jobo.
JME wale no by the grace of God.
Thank you very much.